So you've been sued by Cascade Capital, and they claim that this is on an old car loan where supposedly there was a repossession, and then they claim that they bought the debt. They're suing you. So what do you do? My name is John Watts. I'm a consumer protection attorney in the state of Alabama, and I help people all over the state deal with debt buyers. And I've handled Cascade Capital cases. I've tried a Cascade Capital case where they sued my client claiming they own the debt after a repossession. So a couple things to keep in mind. You almost certainly, at least I've never seen this, you would never have dealt directly with Cascade Capital. They would never have loaned you the money to buy the car. Here's how it works. You get it from the car dealer, you buy the car, and then they transfer or sell the loan to some loan company. And then that company usually will sell it to Santander, who then will sell it to Cascade. Now, there may be other people involved, other steps, but that's the theory anyway, as to how it gets to Cascade. And Cascade will say, well, we own your debt. Well, that's what they have to prove. And see, they come into court, and whether they bring a witness, don't bring a witness, they come into court, and they really just want the judge to go, oh yeah, just, okay, you showed up, you must own the debt. Now, they've got to prove they own the debt. They have to prove that they are the ones that are actually the rightful owners of this debt, and they have to prove that whatever these records are that they supposedly are relying on are actually accurate. So how do you do that? Well, if you're Cascade, you go back and say, here's who we bought it from. Okay, well, assuming they prove that, that's great. But then they have to prove that the company they bought it from really bought it from somebody else, who really bought it from somebody else, who really bought. So they have to trace that title. It's like if you're talking about a car or house, you have to have good title. They have to do that. Here's the other thing. Cascade loves to sue after the 4-year statute of limitations has expired. Typically in a car loan, when you go buy it from the dealer, directly from the dealer, and then the financing is sold, that's considered the sale of a good. And there's a law called the Uniform Commercial Code, UCC. It says, hey, if there's going to be some fight over the sale of a good, which a car is a good, you can read the contract that says that, 4 years to do that. Now, at the latest, that's going to be from the time of repossession. Really, it starts before then. But then you go forward 4 years, and they have to sue you. Now, here's what they'll do. This is what I tell clients. I say, as we walk into that courtroom, here's what's going to happen. And then it happens, and they go, man, how'd you know that? I'm like, because I've seen this rodeo over and over and over again. They'll come in, they'll go, oh, you made a payment. You go, I didn't make any payments after my repossession. They go, oh, yeah, you made a payment. See, the repossession was in 2009. And so if we go 4 years, we know they got to sue you by 2013. But here we are in 2016. That's a problem. They go, well, we're suing you in 2016. And back in 2012, like 3 years, 11 months, and 28 days before we sued you, you made a payment to Santander, to a collection agency, to somebody. You go, I didn't make a payment. Show me proof of the payment. They go, well, it's right here in our records. You made a $27 cash payment. You go, really? A cash payment? I just like mailed cash to somebody, just randomly. My car was repossessed and whatever, I said 2009, 2010. Here it is in like 2013, and I suddenly make a payment. You go, oh yeah, that's what happened. And then they stand in front of the judge and go, we wouldn't lie about this. Why would we lie? The 4-year statute of limitation is why they lie about this. They always come up with these bogus payments. Now, it's one thing, it's like $100 payment every month, maybe you skip a month, but there's a pattern. It's another thing where it's like 3-4 years, nothing. And then one supposed payment, then 3 years, 11 months, and 28 days, nothing. Like, really? We just made that one payment? Because the idea is if you make the payment, restart statute of limitation. That's their argument. So just understand that's what they do. Okay? We don't get mad at them. We just recognize this is who they are. This is what they do. We have a video in a story, The Scorpion and the Frog. You're welcome to watch that. It just fits perfect. Like, this is what they do. This is their nature, habitually what they do. So you go, I need to protect myself. So you're not surprised when it comes up in trial. And if you can go check maybe you've had the same bank the whole time. Well, get them committed on, oh, well, it was on this day you made this payment. And sometimes they'll say it's a check and they've lost the check. You look at your bank record. Is there such a check? And then usually see the story will start changing. They go, oh, well, it must not have been a check. It was a money order. You go, well, the only place I've ever gotten a money order is from Walmart or wherever. You go there, they have no records. They go, oh, I tell you what, it wasn't a money order. It was cash. Okay, that's where you ultimately get to the cash. You go, well, send me the letter that I sent the cash in. They go, oh, well, it didn't come with the letter. It just had cash. Well, how did you know it was my loan? Oh, well, there was a sticky note on the $50 in cash that had your account number written on it. Really? I sent a letter with $50 in cash with the sticky note, just had the account. Where's sticky note? Oh, well, we threw that away. It's amazing what these guys will do. Okay, this whole industry of debt buying. And with Cascade, just understand, they're going to say you made a payment. Now look, if you did, then we need to talk about that. We need to see what impact does that have on statute of limitations. But if you know you didn't make that payment, if you know it's more than 4 years, let's talk. Even if it's less than 4 years, let's talk. Because put the statute of limitations aside, they still have to prove they own it. Oh, they struggle doing that. Why? Because either they don't want to or they really don't own the debt. And the problem is, for them, when they sue you after statute of limitations has expired, or they sue you when they really don't own the debt, or they come into court and they don't have proof that they own the debt, they don't have proof going back on all these records, then that normally violates federal and state law. It gives you the ability to sue them in federal court. So give us a call if you have any questions about a Cascade Capital lawsuit. Whether you think statute of limitations expired, hasn't expired, more than happy to help you with this. It may be something you can do on your own. Maybe you need to hire us. We'll walk you through it. Just give us a call, 205-879-2447. That's 205-879-2447. Or you can reach us through our website, alabamaconsumer.com. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you in tomorrow's video. Bye-bye.